Hi, and welcome back to Yogeva's wonderful way of learning English. My name is Simon, and I will be your English mentor for today. Future simple. It's probably one of the simplest tenses in the English language. And today we will talk about the future. Notice that we use will. When we talk about the future, we use the helping verb will. Let's see how we do that. We use the subject, the helping verb will, and then the verb. And we use this with every single form of subject that we use. Let's look at some examples. I will cook breakfast. She will cook lunch. They will cook dinner. In other words, it doesn't matter who we're talking about. When we talk about the future, we always use the helping verb will. Even if we're using regular verbs or irregular verbs, it doesn't change. Nothing changes. We still stick to subject, the helping verb will, and then the verb. And I'll show you. He will cook dinner and he will eat everything. Cook is a regular verb and eat is an irregular verb. And notice nothing changed. We still use will and the verb. Another cool thing about the future is that we can make the helping verb will shorter. We shorten it by just using L. Just the two letters of L at the end of the word will. So instead of saying I will cook breakfast, I can say I'll cook breakfast. Instead of she will cook lunch, she'll cook lunch. Instead of he will cook dinner and he will eat everything, I can make it shorter and say he'll cook dinner and he'll eat everything, which means I will be very hungry. If I want to say something negative in the future or about the future, I add not after the helping verb, the same way as we've done up until now. And nothing changes again. Look. I will not listen to you anymore. Nothing has changed. I used the helping verb will and added the negative word not. She will not write any more reports. Nothing has changed. It doesn't matter what subject I'm talking about, and it doesn't matter what kind of verb I'm talking about. Nothing changes. But if I want to make it shorter, instead of saying will not, I can say won't. As in, I will not listen to you anymore. I can turn that into I won't listen to you anymore. And she will not write reports anymore. She won't write reports anymore. Now there's something very important I would like you to know. There's a big difference between the word want and the word won't. Sometimes with a Hebrew accent it sounds the same. But I want to make sure that you understand the difference between what, which means I want this report, I want it, and won't. I won't finish this report today. Okay? They mean two different things. Now, what do we do when we ask questions about the future? We use the helping verb in the same way we've learned up until now. We take the helping verb will and we put it in front of the subject. And then we use the verb in its basic form, whether it's regular or irregular. It doesn't matter. And I'll show you an example. Will you help him? I've used the helping verb before the subject, and help in its basic form. Now, if I want to know more information, all I have to do is I add a question word before the helping verb. Okay? So, what will he do? I've used the question word what before the helping verb will, and I'm talking or asking a question about the future. So, in summary, let's look again at how we talk about the future. We use our helping verb will, or our short version, L, the two L's, and we can also say the negative not before we use the verb in its basic form, and it doesn't matter what subject we're using, and it doesn't matter what kind of verb we're using. And if we want to ask a question, we take the helping verb, put it in front of the subject, and if we want to ask a more informative, get more information about the thing we're asking about, we add a question word before the helping verb. I hope you've enjoyed all our lesson about the future, and I hope that in the future you will be back to learn more about English from Yoel Geva.